My wife was a professor of psychology at the University of Manila in the Philippines, and she was also a guidance counselor to the children and an English grammar professor. And after we were married, she took me to the Philippines to have me teach her students, her ex-students, um, naturopathy, natural healing, and star people information. We did retreats in a retreat center in the Philippines and brought her professor, whose greatest motto was, anything that the mind of man can imagine can also be real. They can make it real. Which brought us to a very sacred term that inside the eye, the inner eye, is the eye magi nation. That's how strong the human is. That their inner eye can magically create their own nation. I magi nation. And so it was a great honor to go there and be able to teach in the Philippines through academia, because I had this one professor that really believed in everything I was doing. And so I was teaching her students, her ex-students, and her at her university, and also the elementary children about iridology, natural healing, and space people, and it was fun.
What sometimes when people hear these ideas, they think it's somehow anti-Christian or something like that. So, what any thoughts you have about
Oh, I had a
Jesus?
lot of trouble with the born-again fundamentalists,
Yeah.
you know, but they're killing the the abortionist doctors. That fundamental Christianity is the Antichrist, as far as I'm concerned. I was a deep follower of Jesus. Jesus is the one that led me to this knowledge. I was born in the Catholic Church. I gave that up, became a Baptist, Pentecostal. I went to all of them, and I became a Mormon as well. And none of it, it was all 2000. It was old stuff brought up again for now. And Lord Jesus came and turned over the Pharisees and all that stuff they were teaching them, and told them, throw out the books, throw out the laws. God, the kingdom of heaven is within you. The church is a living Christ, not to go and teach because you can control humanity through it. Same with academia. When they're teaching in the books, they're really trying to control the people to become good spenders and good businessmen. They're not really trying to teach truth all the time, although there are some good professors and there are some good topics. And there's good medical universities and there's good universities. But basically, they're way off base. They need to go back to the star base. But over the years, there are good Christian, you know, the Christ, of course, the greatest teacher of the age, and the son of the Christians come up to me and say, "Oh, let's love one another, and we give everybody the right to believe in their own religion." Oh, no! Christ is the only way. Christ is the only way. If you don't believe in Jesus, you're going to hell. And so I quit fighting with them, because they'll just fight you to death on that. They even have CIA-controlled Christians who go to countries to control you. And if you're there talking about these other things, I've encountered CIA Christian soldiers building churches for population. They don't want to hear the truth. Neither does the Jehovah Witness and the Christians that come to your door, and the Mormons even, to tell you what they're going to proselytize, to tell you to go to the church. And you can't enlighten them. They have the only way and the only truth. But Jesus did not say that. He said, I leave you with one commandment and one only, that you love one another as you love yourself. That was it. And but I've had lots of trouble in the past, but now with Christians. Now when they tell me that Jesus is the way, Jesus is what it's all about, I said, that's right, he's the commander of the ship. They say, yeah, that's right, he's commander-in-chief. Yeah, I say, he's the commander of the ship. And they say, what ship? I said, well, the great Earth ship. He's the commander-in-chief of the ship, the Earth, right? That's right, yeah. Don't argue with him. Jesus said it himself, don't argue with your tormentor, lest he destroy you. Just agree with them and go on.
You mentioned Ashtar. Now, what is there a connection with Ashtar and Jesus, or the
Ashtar is another name for Archangel Michael. And Ashtar is an acronym. And basically it's a space being that has had many names, even Ishtar over the centuries and the eons. And he is really like Archangel Michael is in the Christian terminology. He's the head of the Armada. And there are groups of ships that patrol the skies and make sure that no wayward comets or negative aliens get through. and he's the commander of it. But the real commander is Sananda, which is also the being that came as Jesus. Jesus also came as Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl. He also came as Buddha and a few others in our belief. You know, and another thing, I'm very happy to appear here as if I know everything. I have something to say, but really, you know, I'm just a channel and a voice of you know, that spent a lot of time researching all this. But you know, my knowledge and information evolves too on a day-to-day basis, and I found that the best thing that we can do in life really is be happy in every single moment, no matter what happens to us, and no matter how important, because if we think we're very important, our egos are going to be burst real quick. So we may have moments where we're held up in the light and somebody's fixing our microphone and we're being interviewed and we're king of the throne, and the next minute we're back in the toilet. You know, but the Buddhists teach, you know, that it's equanimity, that what we do is we practice anicca, vipassana, just silent meditation, of accept what comes and be loving and kind and joyful about everything that happens, and realize that whatever we have, whatever opportunities we have are just blessings, and that even though that we're really all one, and it's really best to be humble and giving and serving. And as a big macho man, it's been hard for me to learn that. You know, I can be very, you know, I used to be very strong, but I've learned that the strength is not in strength. The strength is in bending like a reed, a reed in the wind, to wherever you need to go, and to always maintain a happy attitude, no matter what happens in life. Be joyful, be happy, because it's all up to us. We are sovereign entities. We do have that power, that we can make everything all right just through our love and our meditation and our faith in the justice of our omnipotent, all-wise, omnipresent God, Goddess God.